Days after the United States had a special chartered flight to send Indian nationals who were living in the country illegally back to India, America has stated that it has apprehended 2.9 million illegal immigrants in the fiscal year 2024, including 43,764 Indians at the US-Canada border. Now, this number, remember, is the highest ever recorded. During this period, approximately 10 Indians were arrested every 1 hour while attempting to cross US borders. A shift in route preferences has been seen as well. Fewer people are attempting to enter America via Mexico. Many believe that people have stopped using the Dunki route through Mexico because individuals were often held in transit countries like Dubai or Turkey before being smuggled into Mexico, and now authorities in US have intensified surveillance. The route through Canada is perceived as less risky. However, even as these routes change, data indicates a slight decrease in overall illegal immigration numbers compared to the previous fiscal year. Specifically, fewer Indians, which is about 26,000, were caught trying to enter the US via the Mexico border, which is a drop from 41,770 in the fiscal year 2023. So let's try and get an understanding of why this has been happening, an entire perspective on this situation. On Global Mirror, I'm joined by Manju Sharma, Head of University Guidance at the Harrow International School in Bengaluru. Manju Sharma, good evening, namaskar. Let me understand from you, what do you make of this entire situation? You know, illegal immigrants being sent back to India, understandable, any country would do so. But are Indians the only people who are going in illegally, and are they the largest among the illegal immigrants in America?
I would say that it is really very sad that the Indians' name is also there, that Indians are there, but it is not only the Indians, it is from the various countries, the people are there, and those countries are sending them back. US, of course, is the destination where people feel that they will flourish over there. And international students also go to the US to study. It's highly expensive studies over there. There are, of course, there is no doubt it's a very good education system over there, and that's what across the globe students go over there. But then, considering that how the economical state is going on in the entire world, that recession is there, sometimes they do not get the jobs, and then they try to stay there illegally. At the same time, the countries which have taken the name, like Mexico and Canada, they share the border with the US through water as well as through road, and that's how it becomes easier for the people, those who want to be in the US, taking those routes to enter to the US and using this Dunky routes. But as you know, the US government is also coming to know about it. They have put up more border security force over there, and then their homeland security is working a lot on those roads to take the you know all the details of the people who are crossing the borders. I remember that in the month of July, when I was there in Canada and we had a conference, and from there, the other counselors in the entire bus, they were going to the other university to visit in the US. And when they went and they were crossing the border through roads, each counselor had to come down and they had to give their fingerprints and everything. The process has taken a lot of time. So US government is really taking serious steps to stop the illegal immigration to the US. And one of this is, of course,
Yeah.
that they have sent many immigrants to various countries. It's not only India.
You know, can I also understand from you then, Manju Sharma, the fact that American authorities are tightening surveillance and security measures as far as illegal immigrants is concerned is understandable. But there are also, smoother processes in terms of immigrants entering America or any other country's border, specifically with students and other people who want to make a life there, who want to work there. Why is it then that Indians are still taking the Dunky route? They still want to go through the kind of challenges that a Dunky route has. Because it's not smooth. It has its own challenges in terms of, security, hygiene, everything is a problem. Why would they still choose the Dunky route when there are other smoother options available now?
Yeah. So of course it's very difficult route to take, and I would say that because of the lack of awareness, they are taking these routes and they are putting their life on a stake. And they think that if they reach over there, they can live over there, they can flourish, they can send back money to their families, but they do not know that they have to go through the process. Though the external affair ministry of government of India is working a lot, they're creating awareness for these, and they are also saying, that if you are going through any agent, check whether they are certified or not. If they are certified, whether that certificate is valid now or not. If the sub agent is there, then that sub agent has really the validity, as well as they need to check their contract properly, what exactly everything is mentioned in their contract, and they ask actually for the demand letter and the power of attorney from the agency, the foreign employment. So they don't ask these things and they land up over there. They go to these countries and then they feel like, oh, I have actually spoken to my family. My family has spent a lot of money. I have given so much amount to the agent, and somehow I need to manage to be here. So I would say it is lack of awareness, lack of education. And you would see that, the unskilled people are going more through the donkey route rather than the highly skilled or educated people. So it's a lot lack of awareness, and thinking about this, that if they land up over there once, their life will really be goody goody, and they will make their families in a better position because they are not getting that much of scope in India. So our government also needs to
Yeah.
work a lot, providing employment to people, to work to those people. And that's how they see that, okay, if I can put my life on stake, if I take this route, somehow I reach over there, my entire family will be able to live comfortably. And that's how they take this call. And we all know that we Indians are really emotional and we think about our families before self.
Yeah. There's also a shift in the route that has been witnessed, Manju Sharma, as you yourself had mentioned, the fact that instead of using the Mexican border, now Indians are using the Canadian border. Why is it? Is there lesser surveillance there? Are there lesser security checkpoints there? What is the ground situation? Why are Indians choosing the Canadian border now, specifically with the kind of strained ties that India and Canada are having? Yet Indians are taking that Dunky route via the Canadian border.
There are, situations like, people went to Canada first and then they thought like they can settle over there. But now how the Canadian government is working and how the, relationship, geopolitical relationship is going, it seems that they will not be able to settle in Canada. That is how one, that they are taking the route to go to the US. Other thing, of course, when the home securities of the US and their US custom and border securities have actually marked that so many people are moving illegally from Mexico. So they have created more surveillance over there. So when more surveillance was there, it was difficult to take that route. And that is how now they are taking more routes from the Canadian borders, which actually shares a good number, through water and through land. And there are certain people who are already in Canada. That's how also they are taking that route, I would say.
Okay. Okay. Manju Sharma, I'll also like to ask you what students are preferring. Why? What destination young workers, young, skilled workers are preferring? Is it the United States still, which remains the #1 destination for Indians to go to and build a life there, or are countries like Canada and Australia also now overtaking the United States?
Of course, the United States is still the first preference for students as well as for workers, considering the opportunities they get. It's a big country, huge country, 50 states. So opportunities are more over there. As well as, like, if you look at the currency also, the value of US dollar is a lot comparative to Canadian dollar or Australian currency. That's how. But at the same time, yes, Canada was, taken in third choice, but now, because of the geopolitical issues, Canada has gone down, but the other countries are taking up. Of course, one of these countries is Australia. Otherwise, people are also looking forward for the European countries as well to study as well as to immigrant over there because they find that work-life balance is there in the European countries, which is not possible in India.
Okay. All right. We'll leave it there. Thank you very much, Manju Sharma, for joining us on Global Mirror and helping us get an understanding of what this entire situation is as regards to the illegal immigration and Indians who are involved in it. Thank you very much.
Thank
With
you.
that,
Happy
viewers, let's shift our